Hey everybody, welcome to the Sway Corner. For those joining us for the very first time, welcome. I know I'm coming with you with a face already done. I'm at Lunda BTW for those who are here for the first time, just in cases. Basically, the baby or the guest product of the day is this baby powder that we're using, the Johnson baby powder. You get my final thoughts of this baby powder at the end of the video, so watch the whole video through and go to the end to see my final thoughts about this baby powder, and so you can also see how I incorporate it in my makeup routine. Yeah, maybe you pick up a new trick or two. So before we go in, as per the usual, I've already done my eyebrows. I have 2 videos up already on the channel, so you can literally go to my videos. I'll link them down in the description box, and then you can see how I do my eyebrows. It's in there between those 2. And also, I think last week's video I already showed you guys, or the week before, I think 2 weeks ago's video, I'll link it up here. I showed you my updated eyebrow situation. Basically, that's the priming. And then for today's look, I'm going to use the 24-hour Super Stay foundation from Maybelline. I haven't used this in a while. Used to be my everyday foundation, but that Yardley foundation has taken over things. And this is in the shade Cocoa. The Yardley foundation is literally like taken over my other foundations. It's just the one that I go to. So there we go. So this is my second pump. And again, I start from the outside and then I move it to the inside of the face. I really like this foundation. I forgot literally how much I like it, why I actually used it as much as I used it, because it literally matches me and it just sits very nicely on the skin. And I'm going to use the Wet n Wild concealer. What shade is this? This one, this is their dark cocoa. Wow. And of course, I'm going to use a brush to blend this out. I'm going to contour using the L'Oreal Infallible foundation stick. This is in the shade Espresso. I'm just going to go from the brush and then blend it in. Now we get to the guest of honor, the lady of the hour, whatever. The product of the hour is the Baby Johnson baby powder. This baby powder trick for setting. I'm going to be setting my concealer with this. It's very random Instagram moment, because I think I was watching Insta stories. Flora Anna, one of a makeup artist that I follow, she literally had this on her status about doing your setting powder with, setting your concealer with baby powder. And I was like, what the heck? And so I like DM'd her and I'm like, huh? And she said, please try it out, you won't regret it. I'm just gonna put it on something. And I thought today I'm gonna try it for you guys. Oh, but I love the smell. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm just gonna try and set it with not a brush, but with this here. My only worry with this is that I worry that because it's so white, it's gonna set white. You know what I mean? So far it doesn't look so bad. From here, I don't know what it looks like on camera properly yet. So for now, I'm going to leave my face like this, almost baking in a sense. I put it there because of the line that I put there of the concealer. I really want my mouth to pop like this. I left it there on the top of my cheekbone so that when I do apply foundation, eyeshadow, it doesn't fall on my face, and that becomes like that where it can fall off. It will be a barrier of where the eyeshadow can fall, and then it's easy for me to like wipe. And here I'm just trying to make my nose a bit more contour. Does that make sense? Yes. So I'm going to go to the eye. I'm going to do something very simple because the idea is that we're just testing this baby powder here. It's supposed to absorb for dry skin and looking healthy. We all know what baby powder does, right? So yeah, and if it works, this will be like one of the cheapest setting powders you can ever have. So far it doesn't look like it dries white, because that's my fear, that this thing is going to dry white. I'm going to prime my lid using the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use this eye quad from Signature. Very simple, 4 colors. Basically that. I'm going to try and use all 4 of them. Setting powder to just set under my eyebrow here. And then I'm just gonna go and with the one that I didn't use. That's the one that I didn't use, and just put that literally there at the top of my brow. I'm using a very small brush, by the way. This powder is still sitting, so I'm going to quickly dust it off. The nice thing about it that I'm seeing so far is that it's not setting white. Before I continue, can we just appreciate this quad from Signature? I mean, like, Signature is coming through. These 4 color eyeshadows are highly pigmented and suitable for your eyelids. The way that they're showing up is beautiful. I mean, I feel like they're giving me the same pigment like their Exotic Nude palette. Just if you cannot afford the other one, this one was like $45. You can literally get yourself this one. And yeah, you have shimmers and all of that stuff. Okay, so let's dust off this powder. I love the way it dusts off, no effort, no fighting. You know, some powders are very, very harsh, like they even leave marks. This one is leaving nothing on my skin. I love this. It's not even like very cakey. I can't feel it being very cakey under here. Some powders make it very cakey, especially if you set like that, but this one doesn't even make it cakey at all. Wow. Wowza. This is cool. Thanks, Laura. I have truly been loving this mascara from Smudge because the way that it just, I feel, lifts my eyelids, my lashes, my natural lashes. For me, it's so beautiful. Sometimes I just I don't even want to put lashes on. I don't know. It just, the wand is also so pretty and small that it fits in here, not the big ones that I just feel like ruins a person's makeup. But this one, oh, like, it's so pretty. So what are my final thoughts on this powder? Guys, you can use this baby powder sparingly, then yes, you have something, if you're out of setting powder, that you can buy that's cheap, and this will last you a long time because you use very, very little of it to literally set your face. I love the way that it sets now. I'm going to take a picture in low light and see how it looks like, that it doesn't give me any flashback, because that's the thing. Like, you don't want to have a nice setting powder and then you go take pictures and then you're white under your eye or in the areas that you set, you know. I really like how soft it is in its application. Like, when you put it on, it doesn't feel very cakey or heavy on your skin. It's very, very light, hence the baby powder, because it's meant for like a baby's bottom or like that. The softness of it is meant for that, so it sits very nicely. I don't know for people who would bake, why you would bake so a lot of it. You're not supposed to use so much of it, and if you would bake, I would just go over with setting spray after you're done, just to thing it. But I love the way that it literally mixes in with the products that we have. It doesn't give me an additional color. I was afraid it was going to make me white, but it hasn't made me like white under here at all. Just did it very nicely, not additional pigment and nothing. So I like that. I also like that you can't see any fine lines about, oh my gosh, that is too dry. It's not even that drying. So I was glad I tried this. So for those who you want something cheap and you can't afford it, like an expensive setting powder of like $100. I forgot how much I bought this for now. But you can get yourself baby powder. Everybody's baby powder in the house, and then do it. Just make sure that it is the original one, not the other fragranced ones. Any other one, it's just the original blue one. And yeah, so basically that's it. And I think for people who have oily skin, is a nice one. The lightness of it, you can actually use under your foundation to give you more of a matte feel, like after your primer, and then you just put a bit of foundation, powder on your skin, and then you use a foundation to also give you a very nice like matte look for people with oily skin, because I like this lightness. Very cool. So anyway, that's basically that. Yeah, I'm really happy with this look. I think it looks really cute. Also give it up for the quad from Signature as well. Like, I like it. I just don't like the way that it's a repetitive type of colors. All the colors are in the exotic nude. So if you have the exotic nude palette, you don't really have to get the small one. Dude, it's the same colors, dude. Like, seriously. Yeah, but Signature is really stepping up their literally pigment and their products. So I think it's gonna start raining, but they're really picking up in terms of like pigment and giving us like products that for every black girl, not just for some, you know. So I'm really happy about that. So I can't wait to go. I must go shop there on the regular. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and then subscribe, and also to let me know, have you ever used baby powder before? What do you think? How did it come out? Do you like it? And all of that stuff. And yeah, this is basically it. See you guys in my next video.